We begin our walk, day 2, Tuesday, December 17th, I believe. 14, 15, no, 16th. But yeah, I think it's the 16th. It's 59 degrees, and I believe we're at the peak, so maybe we'll get 60 if we're lucky, but I think that's it. The sun's headed the wrong direction. It's winter. Although, for winter, middle of December, I guess, could be a lot worse. Yeah. I also noticed that I got a text from a friend and pictures were attached and it described the pictures. AI described the pictures. So you got a picture of some people walking in front of a building. Oh, okay, cool. I guess that's turned on automatically. I didn't turn it on, but that is pretty neat. All right, we'll see. Let's do the car check. 1 non-Tesla, Mercedes, and 1 Tesla. So that means 50% of the cars here are Tesla. That's awesome. I'm happy about that. One difference between yesterday and today, more sunlight. And now I can actually see the sun. But I feel the weight, I feel the hills a lot more. Like, I feel when I'm on an incline, I definitely notice it. It's more difficult. But I'm also carrying, I don't know, 6 pounds maybe, not that much. I just, I know that a lot of my energy and reserves of my legs were depleted yesterday. And since I didn't even get my basal calorie rate ingested, that means my muscles were used up for that. So I don't know how hard it's going to be to get 10 miles today, but we're going to find out. It's pretty nice weather, aside from it being pretty cold. But as I say, for December, it's not that bad. Birds flying. This is a nice path near a park. And I gotta say, it's very pricey living here. Pleasanton, I mean, if you want a regular home, you're not going to get below 1.6 million, and then it just keeps going up. I mean, 2 is a pretty average price at this point. So you're going to pay for the privilege, and in another state, in a good state, in the suburbs, that same home would be like 500, maybe 500 to 600 on average. So, oh, look at that. It's a gray heron. Cool. However, you do get a pretty nice standard of living here. You pay a heavy price for it. But if you rented here, then you could enjoy a lot of things. Good weather, of course, is the biggest bonus. But it's I don't know. It's not too crowded. Got a nice downtown, parks, access to other things, but that comes with the caveat of the freeways can be incredibly bad during evening time, so you have to deal with that depending on when you're going. But you could get to San Francisco about a little over an hour. Oakland, about 35 minutes if you need to go to Oakland. This guy is just gonna stay here. There he goes. All right, close enough. The other thing you can see is winter or spring is coming already here. Like winter kind of delivers more rain, at least in like Northern California, which is technically Center California. We have mixed up geography here. But the grass is already growing from the rain, so and some of that could freeze and have to start over. But it's just crazy how green it is already, and yet it's December. I didn't intend to take the same route today, but it really is the easiest way to get to where I'm going. Community gardens here, Pleasanton, for those who don't have homes and grow apartments or condos. It's kind of kept going in the winter. You got winter vegetables, not as cool as summer, and leftovers from summer, like dying tomato plants. But yeah, this is really neat. I mean, where I lived, I could do my own garden, so I didn't need it, but it is a good option for those who have a green thumb. I mean, I should look into it and see. I like that. Maybe I still will. Just nice when your garden is right outside your back door and you don't have to go on a long quest to gather vegetables or even water things. It pains me to say it, but yeah, the sun's leaving some streaks. I passed on the Pleasanton Sports Park route for today. I mean, I went there last night, so it's like, what's the difference? What am I going to see? Well, daylight. I went there, it was kind of dark, but I don't know. I really love walking through the park or jogging through the park. But I also figured, well, this trail's sometimes nice. I've seen a sea otter here a couple times. I don't think it's today. The creek has actually gone way down from the height. As you can see where the grass is all folded over. So the height actually was really high in the past, but those are the storms. I haven't seen really any geese or ducks. One heron earlier. No egrets. I've not seen a few. So the animal life is really low. It's very empty today. Yeah, not much. Everyone's flown even farther south, maybe. I don't know. But I will keep going. I think AI learns incorrectly sometimes because I was sending a text and I mentioned, oh, that person was cast in such and such, and it was a voice dictation, so it corrected it. Oh, that person was casted. Like, okay, no, I fixed it again. Cast, and then it auto-corrected casted. It's like, it's not casted. I mean, even when we use it in general, he cast a long shadow, or he casted out. I think it actually has a place in some situations. But for theater, you're cast. And I think that's partly because it's not something that has come to an end. It's like an ongoing thing. He's cast in a show, so it's kind of present tense, even though the action happened in the past. It's still considered present tense. Kind of like Shakespeare writes in Romeo and Juliet, that yada yada. So even though you think, oh, Shakespeare wrote, and yeah, technically it was past tense when he did it, but when we're talking about literature, it's, oh, Shakespeare writes and talks about this. So it's not over, because the text is like living, it's still alive, it's alive forever. So we kind of have that, it's called the literary present, what it's called. But I think AI sees nowadays people writing casting, because there's a lot of people when they get into theater, they're kind of new at it, or they're just new to English and they use the rules that we have ascribed, and it's like, well, there's a lot of variations and exceptions, so they see that. So they mistakenly write the one. I talked to a lot of people, yeah, I was casted last week. So, no, it's not casted, it's cast. I'm like, how could you not know that? But it's like, of course they don't know. There's so many weird rules. But AI is sort of starting to learn those mistakes from what it sees, and it doesn't know that it's wrong, so it continues it. Interesting phenomenon. All right, it's going to be a little bumpy because I got the 5X going, but these ducks, I think these are the ones that dive deep and they stay in the water for like a long time. Cool ducks. I don't see them, again, because they're kind of rare. They're extra cool, but yeah, they're kind of funny because they can hold their breath for a long time. One of them flew off. I'm sure this one will in a second if I make some noise, because the other one already did. He's thinking about it. He's leaning. You gonna do it? Gonna take off? Come on, do it, do it. No. All right, well, walking. And decides not to. Decides that takes energy I just don't have. The other one flew down here. Pretty nice weather. Really nice right now. It's not too cold yet. Egret. And actually behind that is the shopping center, Walgreens, Express, or whatever, right there. However, they have that pizza place. Mountain Mike's Pizza is down there too, which I've been there a number of times. Today, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna come back. It'll probably be like mile 10. And I come back and think, oh, that sounds really, really good. A small, even a personal pizza. However, that's probably 1,200 calories even for that. And I would lose today for any fat burning. I would lose tomorrow, and I probably would lose, unless I fasted tomorrow. No, I'd still lose tomorrow, but the next day I'd be okay. So it would take me like 3 to 4 days to have to restart. And anyway, I don't want to do that. I just want to keep going for now. Yeah, I hate to lose that much. As tempting as it is, because it is good pizza. Pizza's always good. A small group of ducks over there. What are ducks? What's a group of ducks? Anyway, I'm wondering if they were family from last season, or really last spring, because it's too early, and they just stuck together. I don't know how long they naturally would stick together before they find have their own lives. Right up here, I think it's to the right. Yeah, right down there in the little trees. So in 2020, I want to say, or 2021, might have been 2022. I don't know, probably one. It was hot summer, like 100-degree days, so I wanted to do long runs, but the fountains in this area are none really. So I came out here ahead of time, drove out here, and left a water bottle, with chilled water in it too, iced water. But I didn't want a big scene, so I got camouflage bags, little cloth camouflage bags. There's 2 planes, and 3 planes actually. That was you. So I bought the bag and I drove out here ahead of time and placed them, in a hidden place. And yeah, when I ran, I came out here. I think I also had a snack, like a figure, save the weight. So right down there. Don't look for it now. It's gone. Oh, look at that chemtrail. I only did that one time though. It was like I was planning to do it more, but it only happened once. But it was fun. It was like, oh, my little hidden stash. Cash. My drone is way up there. Can you see it? Where is it? There it is. Just hovering. Got 8 minutes left. 8 minutes and 20 seconds of sky time. And over there, the beautiful sunset. The drone, unfortunately, doesn't have the same good camera as an iPhone 15, so I've taken both pictures, but it is pretty cool. Yeah, really neat clouds formation. Look at the painter to the brush. That's really neat. All right, let's get this thing down before 7 minutes. Yeah. All right, coming home, drone, and then I won't have much left. Can't really charge it very easily. And there goes the sun over the mountain, which is being recorded live right here. Should have done time lapse. All right, about 6 miles so far. We get a nice sunset, and I've already sent up the drone. The drone's about it's out of energy now, so no more drone. I'm almost at the outlets, so I shall visit the C's Candy store. And it's been nice. It's getting colder. It's about 54 degrees now. I'm feeling it, and I'll have to put my gloves on soon after the store. And then I think I'll head back. I don't know if there's any point in going any farther north. So I think we reached the end. Maybe I'll go down by the trail. I'm not even sure what time the store closes, but I think it's like 7 or something. So unless they change the hours. But I feel very cold. I don't feel as much. I feel like my legs definitely don't have the same stamina as yesterday. They haven't recovered fully from yesterday. So I'm not sure I could do another 13. Although if I'm close to 7, it looks like I am doing it, or even if I'm at 6.5, But let's go see how things look down here. A lot of planes coming over, enjoying the cool sunset. It really is nice. Yeah. It's like one plane after another, so I guess it's like 5 o'clock, the landing time. Commuting is done. All right, allons-y. Well, thanks to informational signs, I've learned that those are fish ladders. I know what fish ladders are. I've heard of them. But I didn't know that those were fish ladders here until we even needed them here. But cool. And they also prevent erosion and stuff like that, I guess. And there is a very poorly made cell phone tower. I mean, they didn't even try. This would be good for AI to take out the fencing and the poles, but it'd be hard for video. Photo I could do. Halfway point for sure now. Actually, good. I remembered it because I didn't turn on my watch. Or did I? I did. I did turn on my watch. Okay, good. I finished the halfway point with C's Candy, and she gave me the free sample, which was a double, kind of like a melded together double cherry cordial, which is one of my favorites, so that's kind of heaven. But I thought, when am I going to eat it? I don't want to eat it now, kind of. Or I was thinking of only going to eat one candy now, 80 calories. But I split it, and I realized if I put it back in the bag, the other half, it's going to get crushed. And I thought, I don't want it crushed. That would be such a shame. So I thought, I'll have the second one. And gotta say, two of them, I mean, I really appreciate the first one, but the second one's like, I don't know. The passion about it goes down. I do have to time out here and take a tangent. I had complained earlier about the other tower, like not even trying. This one I didn't even notice. So, okay. That's a pretty good tower. They fooled me. I mean, I didn't really look for it, but that one actually works, because now that I see it, I can tell, and obviously I saw it on the way back, but I didn't see it coming out. It just kind of blended in, so that one's a good job. I know they could make them if they really wanted to, and there's probably a reason why. It's like, well, we don't want to make them too convincing. I don't know what the reason is. I could guess a few things. Okay, hopefully this it's probably interfering with the sound. I'll pull it down for now. I'll freeze for you guys. I'll freeze. Lots of shops over here. This is the not quite the outlets yet, I don't think, but in that shopping center. And I never went there when I lived here, ever. It's like, aside from C's Candy, it's the only store in that entire outlet center I've actually ever gone into. And even then, it was only kind of recently, like the past year. Yeah. In fact, I didn't know. I'll redo that. I never went in when I lived here, ever. That was the only time, was last year when I first started going to C's. And I've been there about 3 or 4 times now. So, C's Candy. So I got more than I wanted, or I was thinking I was going to get. I was just going to get 1, maybe 2, but I thought, I'm here, so many things, and I've built up a lot of self-control around candy now, or anything. So I figured I can get some, and I can take them home. I have to. I bought way too much, so I can break my rule and take them home and enjoy candy. That plane. I didn't think they flew into Livermore at night. I don't know if that changed, or just because, or maybe it's just the cutoff is like 6. It's like, well, the last few planes. I was seeing them, but I don't see any more at the moment. All right, well, just killing time. So let's wrap this up. I got about 30% of the battery, but I also brought the charger. So at some point, I'm going to charge, and we won't have to worry about the battery anymore. So, allons-y. The old playground. I never used it as a playground, but I stopped at the bench here, coming up, and that would be my rest station. Have a little candy snack, a little water, play on the phone a bit, and then get back on the run. Obviously not needed right now because it's very cold and I'm not running and I don't even have any water. Although down the road there is a water fountain. So I am near the sport park again. Across the street, the park is pretty dark, and no reason to be in the park this late. There's a nice sidewalk, which has better footing, I suppose. But the neighborhood on the side of the park is probably one of the best in the city as far as just location. You're away from main traffic. You get access to the park. You walk right down the park. Probably very nice walks at night. Very expensive now, of course. There's a creek trail over there where you can go on quite easily. And yeah, you're minutes away from shopping centers. Freeway would take some time, but no more time than where I used to live. So I would say, as far as Pleasanton, this is one of the best neighborhoods in the city. Interesting that this one particular street, there's a whole bunch of them. They're all kind of perpendicular to the park. This one has almost zero Christmas lights. There's a house that is pretty amazing. It must have been a custom build. Maybe a lot of them are, but it is, you can kind of see through the side there. Pretty darn amazing, I gotta say. Wow, there's there are many really nice homes. It's just in this neighborhood kind of stands out as being a cut above all of the rest. So good for them. I hope the property taxes aren't too high. That's it for the park. I wasn't in the park right now, but I was close. And I did go there yesterday. But this part of town, at least, I'm done with. I went through all these streets over there. Probably about 8 or 9. And, some of them were I don't know what they call them. Kind of circled around. Circles? Not court. Some were court, some were circles. Anyway. I will, I'll have to return. Who knows when? I don't know, actually. I would say May. Man, that's so far away. That's like 6 months if we count December. Well, that'd be through May. But anyway. Yeah, that's a long time. But the weather will be nice. So this ends my cold weather experience. And if I am here in May, I will definitely do a proper jog. A run through the park and not just kind of walking around it. But I am going to have about, I would say, 12 miles a day at least. So all this extra back and forth, like zigzagging, or kind of the potato masher pattern, will add up for some extra miles and burn off those cherry cordials. I gotta find out where that name came from. But goodbye, Pleasanton Sports Park. We have so many memories.